Salut à tous, c'est Train pour la chaîne Imaginaire. On se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo sur The Council. On devait aller essayer de convaincre Manuel Goudeuil. Bon, on va poser avec nos deux amis qui traînent là.
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but you know him better than I do, I believe.
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord.
Ok.
When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
Bon, on est donc censé aller convaincre Manuel Goudeuil pour qu'il vote en notre sens au niveau du colloque. Je rappelle qu'apparemment il y a une histoire où on souhaite une vague magouille où on veut que l'Espagne cède la Floride à la France pour que la France la rétrocède aux États-Unis d'Amérique en pleine formation, histoire de renforcer les États-Unis. Donc ça, c'est un plan concocté par Mortimer, qui n'est pas souhaité par notre ami Holmes, qui est son... Je sais pas trop ce que c'est, si c'est un de ses potes, un de ses valets. Tiens, qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bordel?
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
Rentrons... Oula.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you
Cher Monsieur Pérou, je vous écris afin de vous remercier des fonds que vous nous avez envoyés. Cela sera d'une aide cruciale pour la rénovation de l'aile ouest de l'orphelinat. Les enfants que vous nous avez envoyés se portent à merveille. Le père Pierre saura bientôt marcher. Le petit Pierre saura bientôt marcher. Non. Il arrive encore que certains d'entre eux fassent des cauchemars du sort funeste pour rencontrer leurs parents à l'échafaud, mais je gage que cela cessera avec le temps. Si vous veniez à nous en confier encore, sachez qu'une vingtaine de lits seront bientôt prêts pour cela. Les enfants et moi, nous vous remercierons jamais assez. Vive la République, vive la France, sœur Marie-Hélène. Hein? On a le droit de ramasser je sais pas quoi.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Hein? Ok. Ma tendre petite Éléonore, je voulais vous adresser mes pensées apaisées de l'instant. Inutile de dire comment vous me manquez et à quel point je regrette d'avoir dû me séparer de vous. Mais je vous sais vertueuse, courageuse et en sécurité auprès de sœur Marie-Hélène. Je ne pourrai jamais réparer mes erreurs, mais je sais aujourd'hui comment vous en épargner définitivement les conséquences. Croyez en mon sentiment paternel dévoué et affectueux. N'en doutez jamais quoi qu'il advienne. Sachez que tout va aller pour le mieux à présent. Je suis déterminé à vous protéger, quoi qu'il m'en coûte, aussi soyez confiante et sereine dans les épreuves. Avec tout mon amour, votre père, à jamais fier. M'a l'air... Pérou, ça m'a l'air finalement d'être un bon type. Oula, j'ai cru qu'il y avait des jambes. Bon, il s'est pas rangé sa piole, mais ça m'a pas l'air d'être... un peu le bordel, quoi. Je pense qu'il y a une petite dispute, mais bon. Quand je vais sortir, je vais tomber sur lui. Ah non. Ok. C'est dangereux de laisser des noix comme ça au milieu du... Napoléon Bonaparte. Je sais qu'il est en haut, donc autant rejeter un œil à sa chambre.
The Beaucaire dinner. It hasn't been signed yet, but there's a letter with it. It isn't signed. That's some quality paper. And that handwriting, I'd say it's Mortimer's.
Mon cher Bonaparte, comme promis, voici les quelques pages que je vous recommande de parvenir à faire publier d'ici quelques mois. Tous deux savons que c'est bien uniquement par manque de temps que vous n'avez pu coucher ces lignes par vous-même. Ces idées sont bien les vôtres à présent, ne vous sentez pas redevable, votre réussite suffira pour le bien de tous.
So, Bonaparte is going to publish a book that he didn't write. That crafty little rascal.
My dearest son, I'm writing.
Mon très cher fils, je me permets de t'écrire à nouveau afin de t'implorer d'agir vite. La situation se dégrade rapidement. Paoli continue d'orienter notre mère patrie, la Corse, vers une guerre ouverte entre la France et l'Angleterre. Les hommes sont partout. Nous nous cachons désormais afin de ne pas rester plus de 2 jours au même endroit. Je ne serais pas étonné qu'ils s'en prennent à nous très prochainement. Dépêche-toi, mon fils. Tu tiens notre destin entre tes mains. Ta mère qui t'aime. Maria Laetitia Bonaparte. Bon, ok. La poitricorne qui n'a pas bougé. Oula. Alors, je vous ai pas donné envie de vomir. Donc je peux toujours vous offrir un seau. Ah là, il y a l'ami... Peut-être aller discuter avec... Ah, mais... Ouais, tu couches une fois avec elle et voilà le remerciement. Ah, mais l'ami Boudoy.
Monsieur de Richet, you wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
C'est Volmer.
I've searched all over the manor, but I can't find him.
One thing's for sure, Monsieur de Richet. He's neither in his room nor on this floor. I've just looked all over.
I propose we both look for him. The first to find him tells the Duke that the other is also looking for him. Agreed?
Perfect. Let's do that. I shall have a look in the library. If you find the Duke before me, tell him I want to speak to him.
Yes. Let's proceed as you say.
Thank you, Monsieur de Richet.
Right. Now be a good boy and go look somewhere else.
C'est vrai que toi, tu rentres comme ça chez les gens. Alors l'eau de milice, qu'est-ce que ça faisait? Prochaine utilisation de compétences gratuites. On va la prendre.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. And it reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy, you seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Merde, j'ai pas le droit de te lire la lettre. Comment ça, je parle pas espagnol? Monsieur le Duc, voici les informations obtenues par nos services de renseignement. Je vous confirme que Monsieur E travaille effectivement sur un accord avec la Grande-Bretagne. Le but semble d'affaiblir l'économie française, mais en sous-main également espagnole, par la saisie de marchandises en mer. Le comptoir souffre déjà de l'embargo sur les denrées françaises. Un tel traité signerait la ruine de nos colonies. Je ne doute pas que vous saurez rapidement trouver une issue diplomatique, en attente de nouvelles instructions. Mhm.
Manuel Godoy. A painting of himself in his room. Now that's...
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Don Quixote. Talking without thinking is like Prometheus. Punished for stealing fire from the gods.
Alors j'ai trouvé une clé de l'air, il y a peut-être un petit coffre, je sais pas.
A fragment of amber.
Augmente votre jauge de points d'effort de 1. Récupérez 12 fragments d'ombre. Bon, il me semble pas y avoir grand chose ici, carrément pas. À part la lettre, mais j'ai pas la possibilité de traduire.
Mary Louise of Parma.
Ah, j'ai pas de points.
How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. Hey, it looks like someone slipped something in the back here.
Bon, ok. Les deux choses, la petite c'est la même chose.
Let's see what it says. It reeks of perfume, and it's written in Spanish.
C'est bon, on a déjà vu.
Godoy, you really are a little devil.
On peut pas passer. Je peux pas traduire. Une grosse daube en espagnol. Bon, alors... Moi j'ai envoyé l'autre chercher, ça se trouve il est tombé dessus. Oh, il est dans ma chambre, le bout d'œil. Ça ne m'étonnerait point.
A Byzant from the Byzantine Empire. A coin often used during the St. Louis era.
Et au moins on aura fait.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable.
On l'a déjà lu.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests.
Bon, je pense qu'il est pas dans le coin. Peut-être en bas. Ou alors il est du côté de Washington, on va faire le tour quand même. Bon, il n'y en a aucun qui est dans ces appartements apparemment. Faire le tour, on va descendre en bas. pas aller par là. Ok, donc j'ai envoyé l'autre, à mon avis, bonne direction comme un con. Pas pu traduire la lettre, donc j'ai rien gagné dans cette affaire. Où est-ce qu'il peut bien se cacher? On va aller dehors, on va aller par là.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Duke Manuel?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for
De l'audace, de l'audace.
Just
Toujours de
tell
l'audace.
me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries, just waiting for the word to pounce. Really. I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
Ça va pas lui plaire. Ah, j'ai pas le droit.
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you are right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
Le problème, c'est que je sais pas. Il y a quand même ma mère qui va demander de faire capoter le coloc.
First of all, the question is to know what Louisiana can be used for. We agree that today, all it brings you is death. Every day, a few more Spaniards die far from their birthplace.
I cannot deny that Louisiana is a veritable quagmire. You have a point there. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
If you continue with home, our two countries will become rivals. It could turn into war. Who knows?
It is likely even.
A war, Duke Manuel. On our own territories. Do you really see yourself committing the Kingdom of Spain to an armed conflict against France? Can you imagine the financial investment required, not to mention the loss of lives and dishonor at the slightest defeat? Do you see yourself being the man responsible for that?
No, but you are the one who's pushing me into it, you damned Frenchman!
I'm not pushing you into anything, Duke Manuel. If you are a man of the future and of progress, as I'm given to believe, you will know how much suffering a war would bring.
Come on, you fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary
Ça fait partie
of
de mes
you
multiples
next
talents.
time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time
Bon, je suis en train de faire exactement ce que ma mère m'a déconseillé de faire.
I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners.
C'est pas une
without which
super
our
idée quand
agreement
même.
will
Hein.
become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
See you tomorrow. Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Ah, c'est pas vrai, j'ai pris trop de produits en trop peu de temps. Allez vous coucher. Non, je fais un petit jogging là. Bon, je sais pas si c'est très bien ce que j'ai fait, mais bon. Il aurait fallu faire planter le coloc et moi je le fais réussir. Pas forcément très malin tout ça. Ah, j'ai pas le droit de me coucher là. Ah là là, ces femmes elles vous mettent dans leur lit et ensuite elles vous ferment la porte. Franchement... Ah, Émilie.
Good evening, Monsieur le Francais.
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Super.
There's no point trying to persuade me. Don't hold it against me.
Of course not, silly. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Of course, Emily. You know you have my full trust.
Louis, you're lying. That's not good. Any more of that and I might get upset. Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
Bah, j'ai pas eu d'argument, foutez de moi.
Unfortunately, my word is my bond. I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Well, I should imagine you're still shaken. I promise to shed light on my mother's circumstances as soon as possible.
There's not much to shed light on. What your mother did is inexcusable. She won the trust of my sister in order to more easily betray her. She didn't do anything to her. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Voilà une partie intéressante.
Come, Louis.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Oh, why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Typical. There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Luke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and
Godoy?
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What? What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, really?
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques?
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things!
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need. Jacques, you're not alone.
There's nothing you can do against him.
Of course there is. We've already started.
How can you say that, knowing he's already probably gotten rid of your mother, Louis?
No, he hasn't. She's still here. She's alive, Jacques.
But...
Yes, trust me. This is not who you are. You're better than that.
You don't know me.
Yes, I do. I know you're no coward, so give me your weapon, please.
But
There's nothing to fear. I'm right here.
I don't want him to talk to me.
Don't worry. You're safe now, Jacques.
Monsieur Peru, you could have seriously hurt someone if Monsieur de Richet here hadn't stopped you. Your behavior is unacceptable. You would do better to go and rest in your apartment. My friends, we shall continue the conference later. I would like to apologize for the inexcusable behavior of my guest. We all need to recover from all of this excitement. Take the rest of the day off.
Bon, ok. 8 points disponibles, quand même. On va se débloquer érudition. Allez, linguistique, ce sera trop utile. Politique. Je suis bon partout, mais mauvais. Érudition, je suis un peu une buse. Bon, on va faire ça comme ça. Et je pense qu'on va arrêter l'épisode, à moins que ça recommence avec une cinématique. Ok.
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us celebrate Louis's courage. He enabled us to avert a tragedy.
Yes, that was very noble of you, Louis.
You have given us all a fine lesson in courage.
Thank you.
He owes you his life. That's quite something.
That madman deserves to die.
We are providing Monsieur Perrault with care, but rest assured, he is no longer a danger to himself or anyone else. I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Étiquette, linguistique, j'ai débloqué, conviction, interrogatoire. Hop, on peut chercher interrogatoire. Interrogatoire encore. Ok, et ben on va s'arrêter là pour cette vidéo. J'espère que j'aurai suffisamment de contenu pour en faire une dernière. Merci à vous en tout cas, et à très bientôt pour de nouvelles aventures sur The Council. Salut!